And good afternoon. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, and it is time for Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. Every week we partner with Crime Stoppers of Cuyahoga County as well as the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department to try and get some fugitives off our street. Let's clean up our community one fugitive at a time. Let's welcome in, as we do just about every week, Detective Red Dyer. Detective, how are you today?
Excellent, Dan. How about you?
It's good to have you back. Took a week off, we understand that, but crime never takes time off, and that means we have fugitives that we need to get off our street. Red, why do we do this partnership? We've been doing this for years and years now. Explain why we keep this going.
Well, Dan, at the Sheriff's Department and Crime Stoppers, we recognize the value that the eyes and ears of our community provide. It opens up the potential to build community trust, help close these cases while people remain anonymous, keeping their identities protected. It also gives the community a chance to get justice for these victims. And I think that's very important that we mention that and note that, Dan. And of course, as always, it opens up the opportunity to earn a reward, which we'll get into a little later.
It is really important to think about the victims in this because without someone turning in these fugitives, they don't get their day in court. Now, that's in some of the cases. Red, without further ado, let's get to our first case that involves a man who admitted to killing another Cleveland man. He did his time, but when you get out of prison, you've got to abide by the rules. Let's get to the case of Malik Favors. What do we know?
Well, Dan, what we know about Malik Favors is that in March of 2016, he actually pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter, felonious assault, and assault on a police officer. Court documents state that Malik caused the death of the victim while committing this felonious assault. According to reports, he also wrestled with the officers, injuring them in the process. He served 8 years in prison, but was released on parole. He failed to appear for a probation violation hearing in this case, and a warrant was issued for his arrest. He also has a warrant with the Adult Parole Authority for this manslaughter. He's 5'11 and 336 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 1700 block of East 90th Street in the city of Cleveland.
And as we know, if you violate parole, there is an entire possibility you could go back to prison on that same list of charges: involuntary manslaughter, murder, felony assault, and assault on a police officer ×2. So that's somebody that authorities want off the street. Let's get to our second case this week, and again, unfortunately, involves a sex crime against a minor. Let's get to Rockne DeNiro Jr. What do we know?
Well, Dan, what we know about Rockne is that in February of 2007, he pled guilty to rape. And according to reports in that case, Rockne forced the victim, who was under the age of 18, to perform an obscene act. Due to his guilty plea, he's actually required to register as a sex offender with the Sheriff's Department, and he has not done so. He actually has an extensive criminal history with the Sheriff's Department dating back to 1999. He's approximately 6 feet tall and 183 pounds, and we do not have a last known location for him. So it makes it all the more important that the community out there helps us locate him.
And it is one of those cases where sex offenders who don't register put us all at risk in our community. So why let this individual keep roaming our streets when he needs to be in front of a judge? Very important to point out, all of these fugitives innocent until proven guilty, but they're facing charges, which means they don't need to be out on a street. They need to be in front of a judge in the courtroom downtown. We're going to take a quick break and come back with our third and final case. Somebody who likes to run from police and cause some damage. In the meantime, we will be right back. And welcome back to Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. We've gone through 2 of our fugitives for the week. It is time for our 3rd and final case. Detective Red Dyer is going to tell us about Kylan Lumpkin. What do we know?
Well, Dan, according to reports in April of just this year, Kylan was observed attempting to break into multiple vehicles. Upon police arrival, he actually got into a vehicle and fled, striking a police car. So we're talking about a very serious situation here. Kylan also has outstanding warrants with the Cleveland Heights Police Department for receiving stolen property and Maple Heights Police for felonious assault, 5 counts actually, as well as improper discharge of a firearm and discharge of a firearm into a habitation. He's approximately 5'9" and 150 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 4800 block of Westbourne Road in the city of Lyndhurst.
Detective, now it's the part where we need the community's help. This is the phone number that people are going to call, but we don't want people to say, I'm not getting involved. I don't want Kylan Lumpkin to know I'm the one who called and turned him in. That's why Crime Stoppers of Cuyahoga County works so well. Walk us through what happens when somebody calls this tip line.
Well, Dan, as we discuss every week, we don't take down your name, we don't have caller ID, and we don't record the phone calls. All contact that you have with us is referenced through an anonymous tip number that we provide to you, so none of your information is ever exchanged.
216-252-7463. If you need another way to remember it, 216-25-CRIME is the number to call. And it is that simple. You're given a reference number. Think about a tracking number. We all order packages and you get that tracking number. Call back in 45 days. See if it was your tip that led to an arrest. And I want to remind our fugitives and to comfort the minds of the people who think, oh, should I call in? Should I not call in? Since we've started this program, we are at approximately a 75% capture rate. That's pretty incredible. Whether indirectly or directly of being featured right here on Cuyahoga's Most Wanted, 75% of the individuals have ended up getting caught, turned themselves in, or a tip called in for their arrest. That's a really impressive number. You know what's another impressive number? Up to a $5,000 reward for turning in one of these individuals. Detective, when we talk about that $5,000, let's hear it.
Crime doesn't pay, but Crime Stoppers does.
Absolutely it does. Crime Stoppers has paid out thousands of dollars helping clean up our street. Reward can be a big motivator. Think about that money in your pocket simply for making an anonymous phone call. Detective Red Dyer, that's going to do it for the week. Let's go get them.
It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it. Take care. That's going to wrap us up for Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. Again, that number, you can see it at the bottom of the screen, 216-252-7463. We have our 3.5 hours of news and first alert weather coming up in just about a half an hour on Cleveland 19, so we'll see you over there. For now, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, and this has been Cuyahoga's Most Wanted.